Welcome to the Digital and Writing and Research Lab. Today I'm going to show you how and where to find relevant information on social media for analyzing purpose, audience, and other contextual elements. For this demo, I'm going to use Reddit, although this exercise could also be performed on other platforms like Facebook or Twitter. For thinking about purpose, we can start on the front page and examine the menus to simply see what the site offers. We can also look at the bottom of the page to find other important information. For example, the About page shows how a site describes itself. Reddit brands itself as a conversational platform where people share, vote, and discuss. Its core values are humaneness, evolution, and having integrity while having fun. Delving deeper, we can look at community guidelines to see how people interact in the space. In this case, site rules explains unwelcome content, prohibited behavior, potentially offensive content, and enforcement of policies. The Help Center also provides useful information about community guidelines like Reddit basics, rules and reporting, using Reddit, and advertising. This will not only give a sense of the site's purpose, but also its audience. When thinking more about audience, looking at the advertising page can provide useful information. Under audience and demographic, we find traffic, nationality, and age breakdowns. We can also search for a site's media kit. Here we find household income as well as gender. Or we can search demographics and find sites that provide additional information. For other information about a site's history, community, and other contextual elements, looking at its Wikipedia page is also useful. On Wikipedia, we can find an overview, history, community and culture, among other things. Importantly, there are also citations that can refer you to other relevant contextual details for preparing for your analysis. For a comparative analysis of context, we can choose an article from Reddit and then examine the purpose, audience, and context for the site from which the article originated. In this case, I'm looking at an article from vulture.com. Again, we can explore the front page and menu options for purpose, as well as the About page. The Media Kit gives us a sense of the site's audience and circulation. It also clues us into related sites from the parent company, New York Magazine. The Media Kit tells us Vulture's number of social media followers, as well as other demographics like gender, age, and household income. Finally, we can look at the Wikipedia page to find other information. In this case, it redirects us to the page for New York Magazine. Although the contextual information from vulture.com isn't as robust as what we find for Reddit, it does offer significant details and additional avenues for examination that move toward an informed analysis. Now that we've walked through ways to identify purpose, audience, and context on social media, I hope this will aid you in your further analyses. Be sure to check out other DWRL resources on our website to further hone your digital skills.